says it feels like 26 degrees. I don't know how that light ended up on. Ooh, lightly drizzling. Let's take off my glasses real quick. Hold on. Taking off my glasses. Oh, yes. That looks like snow through the at street lights. Not that you can see that. Ooh, 40 degrees feels like 26. Oh, okay. Apparently at the gym. Hurt my groin on the right. Decent time at the gym. Tried to do this one wall blue. Did not end up doing it, I don't think. Not fully, at least. I figured out how to end it, which was my biggest problem. But it's about endurance, because it's like 40 feet long-ish. 30, 35, maybe, I don't know. It was horrible. So, okay, that's cool. Went out today, of course, to Cartersville. Sadly, didn't get to drive. I'm walking backwards now. But, went to Jimmy John's. Actually got a sandwich with a gift card. Past 2 times we went there. First one, the person forgot to ring it up. Man, this is too cold. Okay, there we go. That's better. Something like that. So you sure got something. Second time, the system was broken, so we got a free one there. So we've gotten 3 sandwiches, and so far only paid for 1. And there's still money on the card. It's funny. Then went to Noble in Maine. Got our drinks, of course. Sorry for the view, but just keeping my hands warm and the wind off the microphone. Oh, it's cold. I wish I could just have the mic next to my mouth. Put my hands in my pockets. That is so cold. Holy crap. But anyways, did that. Ate my sandwich. Sandwich is good, of course. Jimmy John's. And came home. My dad ran and fixed some doors. Finally, my sister's door didn't shut right, and my door was super rattly. There's a lot of room, so every time I had my window open, it would move annoyingly. Every time my sister would like stomp downstairs, it would shake it like a freaking cymbal. So that's finally fixed. That's nice. Then I played Dungeons all day. Got all the DLCs finally. And I discovered multiple things. Namely, you're able to switch season passes. I did not know that. I was like, why can't you buy old passes when you can't get them? And I've been maxed out on the current one for so long. And then I realized you can just freaking switch to another one. I have 2 incomplete passes. I didn't notice, because there's so much clutter on the Adventure Pass screen that you don't notice the 3 little things: Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 on the top. Minecraft Spice World's gonna be weird. But yeah, made part 1, because part 2 is gonna be too long. Or, well, part 1 would be too long. Part 2 is gonna be long, regardless of whether or not it's attached to the current 170-minute part 1. Thankfully, it's just really the levels. Nothing interesting ever happened throughout the entire thing, really. So I don't have to put in the notable things, I guess. Make the segments, which is a lot easier. It's very chilly. It's weird how it's a special kind. It's not the cold it's normally been. It's a frosty. I don't know how to describe it. How do you describe different types of cold? It's just cold. If it's colder, it's colder. If it's not as cold, it's not as cold. It's warmer. How do you describe different colds? Frosty, brisk, sharp, I don't know. It feels cold, that's all that matters. Shout out to Native Americans, they're awesome people. Low-key, so chill, cool values and culture. Also trains, like, call me autistic, but think about trains for a moment. They are insane. They're these terrifying, multi-tens of thousand tons metal beasts that travel across the world on pre-built metal tracks. They're so loud, their screech can be heard for miles. They haul around massive trails behind them The engine is extremely powerful. They sound terrifying. They shake the ground, literally. All vehicles have to obey to it. Whenever it comes around, they have to stop. It's just this behemoth. It's insane. Locomotives are legitimately insane. Every time I think about them, it blows my mind thinking about how insane they are. And imagine the time before trains. Hearing that, like feeling the ground shake. Hearing the chugging of a train. The blaring of the horn shaking your heart. You're looking around to see this huge beast come by. It's insane. Trains are crazy. And then, that's just one train. Bullet trains freaking levitate, and they go hundreds of miles per hour, and you don't feel anything. Every type of train is so cool. Steam trains, revolutionary, literally. Industrial Revolution. Trains are just awesome. Now, as for the autistic liking train thing, okay, trains are cool. Stop telling me about the ANTRF SQ117 1932 model steam engine had a special red badge on the left and had 2 more horses. I don't give a shit. That is not interesting. If you are a plane watcher or a train watcher, I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know what Airbus, from that Boeing, from that Delta Airlines, from that, I don't give a shit. They're planes. They're passenger airlines. 747's nifty. That's it. Boring as hell. And then even worse for trains, because, they look the same. They're all the fucking same. What is interesting about these trains? I like engineering. I'm interested in engineering, but, I do not see it for trains. They're trains. Modern locomotives are not... I mean, I've been to a locomotive museum. That was cool, actually. But modern ones, they all look the same. They all do the same thing, pretty much. I may be underestimating some things while attempting to convey information effectively and emotionally, so I'm using hyperboles, or maybe not even hyperboles, more of superboles. But they're trains. What, that one's faster, that one has another set of wheels, that one has one more room for a spare conductor. What is there to look at? I find it a lot more interesting looking at the graffiti on the side of the cars. The hell. Speaking of graffiti, I had this ELA assignment. Is graffiti art or vandalism? So just stop. Pick between one. Is graffiti art or, not and or is graffiti vandalism? We're not going to specify shit. Even though art is subjective, and whether it's vandalism or not fully depends on where it is, what it is, etc., and more factors affecting in general what should happen to it, they just want you to choose fucking one. You can't. I wrote the essay on how you can't choose one, explaining why, explaining the reasons, explaining what defines which, explaining why it can be one or the other or neither or both. And she said to specify. You can't. That's literally lying. Saying graffiti is art is lying. It's subjective. Saying graffiti is vandalism is lying, because not all graffiti is vandalism. Saying it's both, you can't do that. You can't say it's both. You can't say it's neither, because it is vandalism sometimes, and it is art depending on who you ask. It's an incorrect answer. And then the sort of sub part to that was, should it be prohibited or allowed? It fucking depends. So we're not going to allow the beautiful artwork graffiti as good as a fucking Van Gogh on the side of a wall in an alleyway where no one sees it except for a few people and they admire the cultural meaning behind it. And we're going to also allow the one that just says, fuck you retards, in the middle of, a populated area where kids are. You can't allow both of that, but why are you going to get rid of the good stuff? That's, for the law, and the community supports it, and no one's against it. It's a stupid-ass question. It's like picking up an object and saying, was that theft? Well, it depends. Does the person think it's theft? Are you fine with them borrowing it? Who's proceeding? Are you going to keep it or are you going to put it down? Is it actually taking it away? If you take it away, is it public property? It fucking depends. You can't say, is that theft? You can't say, is picking up an object theft? It depends. Oh, I hate ELA so much. It is the dumbest goddamn, dude, ELA, worst class ever. I hate ELA. Terrible. I am going to make an entire rant on Eli. I've already written a lot, but I'll rant fully about it next time. I swear to God. I hope you enjoyed. Adios.